Nobody can say, looking at his ears, that he is deaf. But he is deaf. Why? There is another real ear is in this ear, which is called Sukshma Kan. Sukshma ears, the subtle senses. That is not there, because the power of seeing, the power of the respective senses are there in the subtle senses. So when the body goes, then all the subtle senses go, the mind goes, and the intellect goes with Atma. Why? Because all the sanskars, the fruits of our actions, they remain in our mind, in our antahkarana. Antahkarana means internal machinery. Internal machinery means the subtle senses, mind and intellect. Is internal machine, and we call it antahkarana. Anta means eternal, karana means machinery. So the internal machinery also go with the soul. If it will not go, then as soon as we die, we will be free from all our sins. But our philosophy, the philosophy of Hindu scriptures say that you have to undergo the fruits of all your actions, either in this life or in many other next lives. We have to undergo them. Whatever we do, according to the atmosphere, that action is called kriyamana karma. Kriyamana karma. And you get the fruit of those actions immediately. But out of mercy of God, we don't have to undergo all the fruits immediately. But they get reserved in our antahkarana, internal machinery. And gradually God makes us to undergo the fruits of all our actions. Because mostly our actions are wrong. They are bad actions. The actions of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Isha, Dvesh, Mad, Matsarya. That's why this is the mercy of God, that He does not let us undergo the fruits of all our actions right away. So if they will also not go with Atma, then we will be free from all our pap, all our sins. You must be thinking it's good. That if we die, then you can do as many pap, as many sins as you can do, because you will be free after death then. It was good. If it was not going with the Atma, no. There was our loss also. Suppose you are practicing devotion and you have completed your devotion 80% and after that you died. Then in the next life you have to start again from ABCD. But now you are safe. If you have already done something good, you have already earned something for your kalyan, then in the next life you will get that much automatically. If you have completed your devotion 80%, in the next life you will get 80% devotion without any effort, because you have completed it before. So this is the big benefit also. That's why out of mercy God made this rule that everything goes with Atma. That's why we cannot say the entity which goes from the body is Atma, because with Atma, Antahkarana also goes. Senses, mind, intellect are also going. So the definition of Atma is that the entity which is ever conscious. It is ever conscious, number one. And number two, as I explained before, all the scriptures are saying that Atma is the part of God. अंश, परमात्मा का अंश है आत्मा, जीवात्मा. नमैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः. Sanatana. Since eternity, it is the part of God. So two things are decided for I. Number one, it is ever conscious. It's not that today it is conscious and tomorrow it will be lifeless. No, no, no. It is always conscious. Atma is always conscious. When we take birth, it is conscious. When we die, after that it is conscious. When we meet God, we merge into God, even then it is conscious. All the time it is conscious. And number 3, there is one more thing to be known for Atma, that it is the eternal servant of God. Eternal servant, yes. Why? Because we are the part of God. All the parts always naturally serve their whole. Like you see, all the parts of a tree, like the root or the leaves or the flower or the branches, everything is serving constantly the tree. Because if they won't serve the tree, then they will not survive themselves. They are existing in this world because of the tree. If tree is not there, then the leaves or the branches or any other part of the tree will not exist. In the same way, Chetanash Chetananam. We are getting Chetana, we are getting life, we are getting consciousness from who? God. We are getting everything from God. That's why, because we are the eternal part of God, that's why it is in our inherent nature that we have to serve God. But we are not doing that. We are not serving God because of a misconception that the urge of attaining happiness will be fulfilled only when we attain something good in this world. Because of our ignorance that we don't know happiness means God, God means happiness, God and happiness are the synonymous words. That's why we are suffering in this world. Jiva Goswami Ji, a very famous disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked 3 questions. Ke ami? Number 1 question. Ami ken jare tapatro hai? Why are we suffering in this world? And ken hit hoy? How can we get rid of it? So, Ke Ami, we are, Ke Ami, the answer of this question is that we are the souls, eternal and conscious, the part of God, eternal part of God and eternal servant of God. So, until or unless we don't understand that without serving God, we cannot attain God, or in other words, we cannot attain happiness. We can never attain happiness. And we want to attain happiness, then we have to understand it. That these are the 3 qualities of soul to understand who am I. As soon as you know it very well, that I am the part of God and He is the ocean of bliss. So if I know Him, if I reach Him, only then we will attain happiness automatically. Then you don't have to pray, oh God, I have come in your shelter, please give me happiness. No need. Like you see, you are feeling very cold. You are shivering out of cold. And there, just 50 yards away, there is fire. If you are feeling cold, go to the fire. You'll get rid of that cold. No, I don't want to go to the fire. I will go this side, I will go that side. I don't want to go to the fire. Then you cannot get rid of the cold as well. In the same way, when we know this fact very well, that God Himself is happiness. If God Himself is happiness, then how can we find that happiness anywhere else in the world? You say that I want gel, but I don't want pani. I don't want water. We are doing this kind of foolishness. That we want happiness, but we say that I don't believe in God. I don't want to go to the temple. I don't want to worship God. Oh, I am okay like this. It means you are saying that if I am suffering in this world, let me suffer. I like sufferings. I don't like happiness.